Now we're going to understand about shopping campaign, which is very important by considering the industry of e-commerce. For example, let's say I'm looking for buy shoes online. So now I can see on the right hand side there are some ads over here of shoes. Okay, these ads are known as shopping ads. Now you can see over here sponsored written over here. The sponsored is nothing but again ads only. So these ads are known as shopping ads. So how to create these ads and how ads get triggered over here. These things we're going to learn over in this video. So very first thing we require for shopping ads is another tool of Google known as Google Merchant Center. This is a very important tool in the respect of your shopping ads. Click on the first link. Sign in with the same mail ID. This is very important. You have to sign in with the same mail ID, and again that should be a Gmail ID only, compulsory. You have to go for sign in Merchant Center. So make sure the ID which you have used for your Google Ads, make sure it's the same ID because you have to connect both the tools of Google Ads and Google Merchant Center. So this is the UI of your Google Merchant Center. Once you get this UI, very first thing you have to do is click on Setup Shopping Ads, go for Continue. So let me tell you why do we need this Google Merchant Center. Okay, very first thing, what is required to make shopping ads is a website, e-commerce website. For example, let's say I have a pair of shoes which I have to sell, and I have this I have the same product on my website. Okay, so now you have to give the link of the same product of your which you have mentioned on your website to Google Merchant Center to verify that. Once it is verified in Google Merchant Center, then you can create ads on Google Ads. Okay, I'll repeat once again. Website is very important for this. All the products for which you have to make ads on Google Ads, all those products should be there on your website first. Then you have to connect your website to shopping Google Merchant Center. Okay, automatically you have to give all the products over here and they will get verified automatically. Okay, once they get verified, after that you can create ads in Google Ads for the same product. So very first thing is your in the setup, like you have to link your Google Ads account. So I've already linked the Google Ads account, but still I'll show you the process. So how to do it, you have to go to your tools. Under tools, you have to go to your business information, or you can go with the linked account. Under linked accounts, you can see here automatically, if you have used the same mail ID, you can see your Google Ads customer ID number over here. It will show as a link. So you have to click on it. Once you click on the link over here, the request would be sent to your Google Ads account. Okay, for example, I'll show you. I'll unlink this. Okay, so now if you have to click on link. See, you can see over here the request has been sent to Google Ads. An account links needs to be confirmed in Google Ads. You have to go to back to your Google Ads. Under Google Ads, you have to go to Tools and Settings. Go to your linked accounts. You have to scroll down. Check for Google Merchant Center over here. So once you get the Google Merchant Center over here, click on Details. I can click on View Details. I can see over here approve. So you have to approve the request over here. So in this way, the very first process is to connect the Google Ads account to your Google Merchant Center. Okay, while getting the Google Merchant Center, they might ask you about the business name, shop name, business address, and everything. You have to give all this information. Okay, so coming back to now Merchant Center, once this is approved, like when this gets approved, you can come back over here, click on Google Merchant Center once again. So you have to again click on continue shopping ad, setup shopping ads. So this is done. It is linked now. So then coming back over here, first thing Google Ads account linking is done. Then website verify and claim your website URL. So this website you have basically what you have to do is you have to click on this. You'll get a code over here. You have to paste that code. Like you have to write your you have to give your domain name over here. Once you give a domain name over here, you can go for I have access to my server. You get a code. You'll get this code. Copy and paste this code in your WordPress, your let's say source code, and then go for verify URL. So again, this is very important to let's say verify your URL with your Google Merchant Center. So these two things are very important: linking to your Google Ads and giving a website over here. And once this is done, then you can give the information about your tax information and shipping information, everything over here. Tax, shipping, everything, and then you can go for adding the products. So now basically whatever products you want to let's say sell on Google by creating an ad, those products should be there on your website, and you have to add the same products over here on Google Merchant Center. So basically Google Merchant Center is working like a I would say inventory for you, like online inventory. Okay, so I'll go with now back to Google Merchant Center, go for products. Under products you can see over here feeds. So feeds are nothing but we are providing the data over here to Google Merchant Center. When you click on feeds, go for this plus sign. So over here, current country of sale India, language you can give over here English, shopping ads, and then continue. Over here, primary feed name, this is for your understanding. For example, let's say I'm writing over here shoes. Okay, and let's say Puma. So now how do you want to give the data to your Google Merchant Center? In which form? You want to go with Google Sheets or any other methods are also there. You always prefer Google Sheets, easy and let's say very easy to work with Google Sheets. So I'll go to Google Sheets and go for continue. It is very feasible to work with Google Sheets. So if you already have all the data in the form of Google spreadsheet, if you're given the data, already have the data, then you can upload it directly over here, or you can go for generate a new Google spreadsheet from a template. So I'll go with this first option. I'll go for create feed. So now I can see over here, shoes Puma. This is our feed name. It's already created and input method is Google Sheets. You have to click on this open over here. You have to click on this open hyperlink. A Google Sheet would be open over here. I can see over here Google Merchant Center feed name shoes Puma. If you want to change the feed name, so you can change it over here. So you can see over here there are three pages are there: template, examples, and instructions. I'll go with examples. Let me show you how things gonna work. How do you have to add the product? Then you can add the product, and I'll teach you how to upload it. So you can see over here there are many things are there which you have to provide the data on the multiple tabs. So very first thing I'll go one by one. Very first thing is your ID. So ID is nothing but we have to give a unique ID to each and every product. As an identity, there will work as an identity for each product. Okay, an ID must be unique to an item across the account. So it should be unique for each and every. Let's say every product should have a unique ID. ID can be any, like you can give any ID for your understanding, for your reference. Okay, and you have to maintain the same ID over time as well. So you can't change the ID once it is given to a product. Okay, so you have to maintain the same ID. So give the ID over here. You can give the title name. Make sure in the title name don't give the promotional text or any delivery information. Don't give that. For example, black shirt 20% off. Don't do that. It's a promotional text, so don't do that. Give only the product title. Again, don't give like black shirt free shipping. Okay, don't like free service and everything. Don't give provide that. Just give the title name over here. Otherwise, Google will give an error over here. Then comes to description, same thing. Give the descriptions over here in detail. Don't write promotional text or delivery information. Moving forward, next thing is a condition. Like what is the condition of your product? So you can see over here accepted values, new, refurbished, and used. So you can give any of these three values, one of the three values. Other values are not accepted, it will give an error. So it's a new, refurbished, or used. You can give it over here. What is eligible? Let's say what is appropriate of your to your product. Then next thing is your price. Under price, make sure that you follow the same format, INR, and give the let's say price. If you give only the numbers, they won't accept. So give the INR and then the price. Okay. Then next thing is your availability. Under availability, you can see over here three accepted values are there: pre-order, in stock, out of stock. So you can maintain this over here. If you think like after a while product is out of stock, you can come anytime over here. You can change this thing. Okay. So only three values are accepted. Make sure you give any one of the three values. Next thing, link. Now this is very important. Link is nothing but over here we have to give your website URL of the same product. As I told you, the same product should be there on your website. Okay, it's clearly written over here. Products landing page. You have to give over here from Google Shopping. Basically, you can give it from directly from website over here. Must reside within the claimed website domain. So that URL should be there in the claimed website, the website which you have connected to our Google Merchant Center. Okay, and be readable by Google crawlers. So obviously, if you give it over here and if you go for if you index the page, it would be crawled by Google. Just for an example, I'll open Amazon. So I can write over here, for example, let's say Puma shoes. Okay, so due to some error, Amazon is not able to open. So basically, what you do it over here is nothing but you have to copy the product landing page over here. The URL you have to give over here. The same website URL which you have connected to your Google Merchant Center. Then you have image link. If you have a different link for the images, basically when you click on the image of the product, sometimes it goes to a different landing page. So again, you have to give the URL of the product image as well. Okay, if it's same, you can give the same URL as well, not a problem. The next thing is a GTIN. It's nothing but your global trade item number. So over here, if it's valid for you, you can give the number over here, otherwise you can keep it blank. Okay, not compulsory that can be valid for each and every product. If it's valid for you, then you can give it, otherwise keep it blank. Next thing is your MPN, manufacturer part number. So again, same like your GTIN, this is nothing but this both are your identifiers. Basically to identify your product, GTI number and MPN number, as it is a unique number for each and every product. So manufacturer part number, usually we have seen it for automobiles or you know automobile industry probably, or probably let's say phone industry, batteries and all things. They have a unique, let's say, manufacturer part number. If it's valid for you, you can give it over here, otherwise keep it blank. If you're keeping blank both GTN and MPN, make sure in identifier exists you write false over here. Okay, I'll repeat once again. If you are giving a GTN and MPN, not giving anything over here, keeping it blank, then make sure under identifier exists over here, please give a false over here, right? Or submit a value over here false, so that they Google won't give you any error. Okay, or they would consider like you have missed this let's say tabs by mistake. Okay, so brand you can give over here whatever brand of the, let's say what brand you have of the product. Then there's something called Google product category. Again, this is very important. Google product category. So I have to search in Google. Sorry, Google taxonomy file. Once you search for Google taxonomy file over here, Then click on Google product category. This is the first option. Okay, so now you can see over here under Google product, this Google Merchant Center help. If you have to scroll down over here, you get two options over in which format you want to download the list, Excel or plain. I'll go with plain as of now. So once you click on plain, you'll get all the information for Google taxonomy file. Okay, so now you can see over here on the left hand side, there's a unique code written over here. Different codes are there, and for each and every product, they have given a unique code. So why have they given this? Because shopping ads doesn't work on keywords. Okay, very important point. Please understand, shopping ads doesn't work on keywords. But ads doesn't get triggered through keywords. For example, somebody searching by shoes online, then not with the term shoes, your ad is getting triggered because there can be an issue over here. For me, I'm looking for shoes. Okay, so might be I'm looking for sport shoes, and Google doesn't understand. Google probably thinking he's looking for casual shoes. He might show me a different ad because now there are multiple names for the same product, and to avoid this confusion, so what Google has done, for each and every individual product they have given a unique code over here. So there's a huge list of products are there. Okay, so for each and unique let's say product, there's a unique code over here, and if you give the same code over here to Google, then Google can understand, okay, like we both are on the same page and you're talking about this product, let's say cricket uniforms. Getting it? For example, let's say if I'm looking over here for shoes. Okay, so I'll write over here shoes. So I can see over here costume shoes. No, I'm not looking for costume shoes. Snow shoes. No. Okay, only shoes. Probably yes. So I can take this thing 187. This code 187. Okay, and I'll go back to the Excel sheet and write over here under Google product category 187. Okay, so this is how you work with your Google taxonomy file. Now, for example, let's say you're looking for a different code. For example, you're looking for let's say cricket bat. Okay, so I can see over here I'm getting four options over here: cricket bat accessories, cricket bat accessories, and under that cricket bat grips, and only cricket badge. This is more appropriate for me. So I can check this 3815, copy this thing and write it over here. Getting it? So this is how it works with your Google taxonomy file, and Google can understand. Okay, we both are talking about the same product. The next thing is bundle. For example, if the when the product is bundled with another type of product, for example, let's say a camera and camera bag, something like that, then give a right over here true. Okay, otherwise false. Multi-pack, if you have like like multiple products under one pack, like six pens all together, three pair of socks, something like that, you can write over here multi-pack. Then after that, things are very easy if the product is adult or not. As per the policies, you can give the gender over here, age group, size, color, material, pattern, everything, item group ID, and everything over here. So till blue color, you can you can give the information. After that, it's not important to give. If you do think it's eligible for you, you can give it. Otherwise, you can keep it blank. Not an issue. So same thing. What you can do, you can go for now to template. Now we have seen the examples. Over here, you can give all the data about your product. Okay, you can some columns are by default they've given. If you want to add some columns, you can add new columns over here. Give all the data over here. One by one, give all the data. Okay, for example, randomly I'm just getting anything. For example, I'm giving a number over here 101. Over here, let's say shoes. Description I'm getting over here, let's say Puma shoes, soft leather. Okay, link you have to give over here. So as of now, I'm just copying this link. Okay, but you have to give your website URL. Make sure you remember this thing. Randomly, I'm giving anything link over here. Condition, it's new. You can write over here price, INR, say 11100. Availability, yes. In stock. Image link, I'll give the same URL. GTI number, I don't have. No brand. Puma. Product category 187. I have checked this before. Okay. So as I don't have GTN and MPN, we can write over here new column identifier exist. Can write over here false. Okay, like we don't have this GTN and MPN number. Once this can give all the information over here. Basically, you have to provide all the data over here. Once this is done, you can go back to your Google Merchant Center. Now, once you come back over here, now click on your feed name. So, for example, my feed name was shoes Puma. So I'll click on the feed name. So now you have to click on the feed name. Let's say shoes Puma. And then click on fetch now. Once you click on fetch now, the data would be fetched what you have given in your Excel sheet. So over there, whatever you have given in the Excel Google Merchant Center Excel sheet, all this data would be fetched. If any mistakes are there, you can come again over here, change the things which you want to change the data, and again go back over here and then go for fetch now. So usually it takes some time. Once it is done, they will give you whatever errors you have and how much data is let's say uploaded successfully. So meanwhile, we'll go back to Google Ads. Once this is done, let's say till then we can go to back to Google Ads. In Google Ads, click on campaigns, the plus sign, go for a new campaign. Okay, over here, what I can do, I can go with sales, go with shopping. See, automatically the merchant center account has been fetched. Choose the country over here. Scroll down. So smart shopping campaign, we don't have this option for India. So you can go for standard shopping campaign. Okay. So once you go for a standard shopping campaign, you can go for continue. Okay. So same like your previous campaigns, very first thing is a campaign name. So over you can give your campaign name over here. This for completely for your understanding, for your reference. Then you have inventory filter. So basically, like you can advertise all your products which you have added in our let's say feed. Then can come back to bidding and budget. In bidding and budget, you can see over here all the strategies. So which way you go for smart bidding or you can go for maximize clicks or manual CPC. So I've already covered these bidding strategies. Manual CPC is like we have to manually put the number over here, like how much you want to bid per click. And then if you want to go for enhanced CPC, the smart strategy, then you can go for enhanced CPC as well. Budget, you guys know how much you want to bid for like on an average every day, how much you want to bid. Sorry, how much you want to let's say spend. That is your budget. Each day, how much you want to spend. Campaign priority by default is low. If you're running multiple campaigns, they can give the priority over here. Okay. So if you're running only one campaign, you can go for low by default. But for example, let's say if you have multiple campaigns with one product, use campaign priority to decide which campaign bid will be used. For example, let's say I'm running 3-4 campaigns, and all those 3-4 campaigns I have added the rate of shoes, the same product in all the campaigns. Okay, now Google will get confused which product to be like for which campaign and under which campaign the product should be shown, and how and what should be the bidding to be should be considered. So on that scenario, you should give the priority over here to individual campaign. So the obvious campaign with the higher priority that would be considered. Okay, and the bidding of that campaign would be considered. Moving forward, then you have targeting, and targeting can go for search network as well as YouTube or Gmail and Discover, as already discussed. You can also go for device targeting. In device targeting, you can specifically target the devices. For example, like show ads only mobile phones. Specifically, if you want, you can go with model number or your carrier, basically. Then moving forward, location you guys already know, like in which location you want to show your ads. Then give a start and end date of your campaign. and go for save and continue. So as of now, I'll just give a random campaign name. So to your random, save and continue. So once you click on save and continue, you can see over here there are two ad groups type: product shopping and showcase shopping. This is only for your mobile phones. Showcase shopping. This is a new format. You can see over here in the by the image, and you can see multiple products have been shown in the single image. Over here, only one image has been shown. This is your single product ad, and this is a showcase shopping ad. So first I'll go with product shopping, and product shopping you can give your product ad group name over here, give the bidding and save it. Done. So in this way your ad would be created. And all the products which I've added in Google Merchant Center for the specific field you can choose in your product groups. After once you go for your ad group, you'll come to product group. Over there you can specifically choose like which feed you want to show as an ad, and then ad would be running in this format. But if you're going with showcase shopping, then if you scroll down, ad group name. So again, this is for your understanding. Now we don't have CPC over here. We have CPE, cost per engagement. So cost per engagement is nothing but over here. For example, let's say you will charge for each engagement. Okay, now when engagement, like when you should be considering the engagement. For example, whenever you click on the ad, okay, so in mobile phones you can do one thing: go for and search for buy shoes online. You can see an ad something in this format. I can't show you practically because it's only for mobile phones. So I would recommend you now you can what you can do, search for buy shoes online in your mobile phone. Now you can see add something in this format. Okay, like two three products would be coming over here in the one image only. Like one big image would be there, and then four small images would be there. That's nothing but a showcase shopping. And once you click on it, then it would be like a ad will get expanded. Then you can see all the images in single image once you click on that. Okay, since it's written over here, when you expand the ad and you spend 10 seconds on it, okay, minimum, then only you get charged. Or you click on the link within the ad when you, after expanding, then only you get charged, otherwise you don't get charged. Okay, so again you can see over here product groups, like if you want to use all the products or you want to choose the individual feed, that you can select over here. For example, I'm going with all products, then save and continue. So I'll give over bidding over here, for example, then save and continue. Now once you come to ad group level, then you can see over here, this is the format. So this is an expanded one. Let me show you. This is how you can see the ad. Header image, we give the header image, it's only for mobile phones. We give the header image, and the small images comes directly from your feed of your product. When you click on this, then it get expands, and then you can see all the products. You have to spend at least 10 seconds on this expanded state. More than that, then you get charged. Or if you click on this any specific your product, then you get charged as a per one engagement. So over here you can give the final URL, like when they click on the product where they should land. Then for display URL, you can give over here display URL. It would be like visible over here, display URL. Okay. And give the header image. You can just give this header image. These other images of the products and everything will come automatically from your feed. See, product images from feed. This cross sign means these product images will come directly from the feed. Remember, in the feed we have already given the URLs of our images, right? Image link. So from there directly it would come over here. Okay, you just have to give the header image. Okay, for example, I'm giving the header image as a Puma. Then all the Puma brand shoes can be shown over here under the feed. Okay, you can give the header image over here, give the headline and description. It's optional, it will be visible over here. If you give over here, it would be visible over here. And then add name, this is for your understanding, for your reference. Once this is done, you click on save. Okay, so you have to give an image over here. There's a proper size is available. So you click on this, go for over here, say landscape. This size is required. So once you give the proper size, then you can save the ad, and this is how you create the showcase shopping ads. If you want me to show, I can show you over here. Just for example, but it is not for your mobile, let's say desktop. You can see over here something like this. See, this is our header image. Small images you can see over here. Once you click on this, it will be expanded in this format. Okay, these are showcase ads. And the single image ads, these are your product ads. Okay, so this is how we let's say run ads on your shopping campaign. So coming back to your Google Merchant Center, so you can see the data has been fetched completely, and I got only one error, one item counted, which I have given like, and one item with issues. Website URL not claimed. So obviously I've given a random URL over there. Once you give a proper website connection is done and you give a proper URL over there, then this thing they will not give any error. Even you can download the report, I can check if there are any errors are there. So in this way, you have to upload the data in, let's say, bulk, and you can fetch it over here. Then you can check over here. Whatever errors are there, rectify it again, fetch. In this way, keep on adding products data to your Google Merchant Center, and then can keep on creating ads through your shopping ads. Okay. So when this is done, you can create a shopping ads very easily. So remember this part, Google Merchant Center is very important. Google Taxonomy file is very important. Okay. So all this part is very important. And after that, if you find any errors are there, go for diagnostics. Okay. So any item, any pending items are there, any errors are there. Okay, which I in review. All items which are adding over here in Fate, all these items will go in review. And any issues are there, they will go for they give data over here. Like disapproved items or pending items is still remaining to, let's say, been reviewed. Active items means the ad is running for this product. Okay, so all the data you can see over here once you run the campaign. After that, some basic things are there, like for example, if you want to go for, you can give all tax and shipping and return data over here, which can help you for your billing issues and everything will be sorted out. Okay, so this is how we complete our shopping ads. I hope you have understood, and if you have not understood, please connect to the trainer. So yeah, this is all from our shopping ads. So you can see over here this product group as well after ad group. Okay, so in this product groups we can specifically select for the feed name as well under product group. Like all products, specifically if you want, you can specifically select subdivision over here with your let's say feed name. Okay.